Hello and welcome to today's edition of Your Questions Answered with Father Gruner. I'm John Veneri. We take your programs that you send to us, we take your questions that you send to us via email, answer them on this program. Father Gruner answers them, we talk about them. Please continue to email your questions to us, questions@thefatimacenter.com. That's the email, questions@thefatimacenter.com. Today, we're going to talk about consecration in this way. Mary asked at Fatima that Russia be consecrated to her Immaculate Heart. I have heard of families being consecrated as well. Now, I'm concerned for the spiritual welfare of my own family in these times. Can I have my family consecrated to the Immaculate Heart of Mary and or the Sacred Heart of Jesus? My youngest child has not yet reached the age of reason. She is 2 years old.
Okay, well, first of all, families are consecrated to the Sacred Heart of Jesus and to the Immaculate Heart of Mary. And yes, you can consecrate your family to the Sacred Heart of Jesus and to the Immaculate Heart of Mary. Oh, and in fact, we have booklets at the Fatima Center, which we'll be happy to send to you free, showing you how to do that. And often it's done with a priest. Have your local priest or a friend, a priest that you know, come to your house, and he'll bless the house. He will say, and you say the prayer with him, consecrating your family to the Sacred Heart and the Immaculate Heart. And then he'll have and we have certificates of enrollment as well, I believe. But certainly we have the booklet that's done that. It was promoted by Father Matteo, I believe, from South America, and he spent his whole life dedicating families to the Sacred Heart and the Immaculate Heart.
They would consecrate the family in the home.
Yes.
Yes.
And so that's it's a good thing. It's a holy thing to do. And yes, it's not questioned here, but I would just add, your youngest child doesn't have to reach the age of reason for you to be able to do this. You can always, of course, renew this, and you're encouraged to renew this every year. If you keep renewing this, no doubt your youngest child will reach the age of reason at some point in a few years' time. But it doesn't need to, and you can include your youngest child in that consecration of that time.
Yes, because it's not unusual, especially in the traditional formula, at baptism, that the priest, I've seen it done, and I had it with my own children. The priest actually took the baby to Our Lady's altar,
yes, and
consecrated the baby,
yes,
the little girl, little boy, to Our Lady right then and there.
Yes,
and this is a newborn.
Yes,
so you can certainly consecrate.
Well, in fact,
certainly
I did
consecrate
that for
your
my
children.
own grandniece. After the baptism, I consecrated her at the altar to Our Lady, as the parents had asked me to do that, which I was certainly more than happy to do. And so this certainly, I would encourage all fathers of families and all mothers of families, for that matter, to have this done for their own family with a priest. And there's a ceremony that's been promoted by the Church for years, if not many decades. I don't know how long it goes back. It was more than half a century.
Is there a formula in print for the consecration to Our Lady or to the Immaculate Heart?
Yeah, we have that.
You have that, okay.
In the booklet, the whole booklet.
Okay, so it's part of the same booklet.
Yeah,
am I remembering the right booklet? It's
a booklet by 5.5 by 8.5, and it's got color pictures on it. I don't remember titles that well at this point, but yes.
So you can write to us and make sure you get it. So yes, so Our Lady, said God wants to establish in the world devotion to the Immaculate Heart.
And this is one way of doing it.
And this is one way of doing it, and also, everybody wants to be under that mantle.
Yes, well, she's protected.
Everybody wants to be under that. Anybody who has a glimmer of sense, I think, wants to be under that mantle.
Who knows? Some of them have sense, but no one's ever told it to them before.
Yeah, so we would encourage to consecrate the families to the Sacred Heart and to the Immaculate Heart.
Absolutely.
So that's all for today, and we will return with a new program next time. Thank you.